Hello and welcome. Today, we are providing a crucial update on a topic that affects hundreds of thousands of people in the United States. This proposal has generated significant concern and led to a petition with over 157. In this video, we will break down the government's response, what it means for current and future visa holders. We will be looking at information directly from the UK Home Office and parliamentary records to give you the. So, make sure you watch until the end. To understand the current situation, we must first go back to May 2025. The government published a white paper titled Restoring Control over the Immigration System. This document laid out a series of proposals aimed at reducing net migration, which had reached nearly 1 million in 2023. A central and one of the most significant proposed changes is the extension of the standard qualifying period for indefinite leave to remain from 5 years to 10 years. ILR, also known as settlement, is a critical step for migrants. It grants them the right to live, work, and study in the UK without time restrictions and to apply for benefits if eligible, essentially giving them similar rights to British citizens. The government's proposal isn't a blanket 10-year rule for everyone. They've introduced a concept called earned settlement. This would create a pathway shorter than 10 years for individuals who make points-based contributions to the UK economy and society. However, the white paper does not specify how these points would be earned or how significant the reduction on the 10-year period would be. These crucial details are expected to be clarified in a future consultation process, which has not yet begun. A major question on everyone's mind is, which visa categories will be impacted? The government has provided some clarity. There are explicit exemptions for partners of British citizens and for victims of domestic abuse, who will continue to qualify for settlement after 5 years. Additionally, individuals with post-Brexit residence rights under the EU settlement scheme are protected by the UK-EU withdrawal agreement, which grants them the right to permanent residence after 5 years. However, uncertainty looms over many other visa categories. When asked if the popular Hong Kong British National, Overseas, or BNO, visa would be affected, the Minister for Migration and Citizenship stated that details would be provided after consultation on the earned settlement scheme later this year. This lack of confirmation has caused considerable anxiety among the Hong Kong community in the UK. Perhaps the most contentious issue is whether these changes will apply retrospectively to people already in the UK on a path to settlement. The government has not given a definitive answer on this. However, a technical annex in the white paper suggests the Home Office anticipates that the change will affect those already here, stating that a number of those currently in the UK are likely to leave due to it taking longer to gain settled status. This has left an estimated 1.7 million people in a state of limbo, unsure about their future in the country they now call home. The proposed changes have triggered a strong public response. A petition titled, Keep the 5-Year ILR Pathway for Existing Skilled Worker Visa Holders, has gathered over 157,000 signatures. This petition argues that the 10-year rule should only apply to new applicants, not to those already in the UK on a skilled worker visa, which includes vital health and care workers. The petition is open until the 23rd of November, 2025. In its response on the 17th of June, 2025, the government stated that the proposals on earned settlement will be subject to a formal consultation process and that they welcome this contribution to that process. This response, while acknowledging the petition, does not offer any concrete commitments, leaving petitioners waiting for the formal consultation. Similarly, a petition to keep 5-year ILR terms to Hong Kong British National, Overseas, visas has amassed over 108,000 signatures by August 2025. This petition, open until the 25th of December, 2025, urges the government to honor its original commitment to the 5-year path to settlement for BNO visa holders. The government's response on the 11th of July, 2025, reiterated its firm commitment to the Hong Kong community but again deferred specifics to the upcoming consultation. Due to the significant number of signatures, these petitions are scheduled to be debated in Westminster Hall on the 8th of September, 2025. Immigration experts and policy think tanks have weighed in on the potential consequences of these changes. The Migration Observatory at the University of Oxford has noted that a 10-year route to settlement would make the UK's policies more restrictive than most other high-income countries. They also suggest the impact on overall migration numbers might be limited, but it would create a trade-off between financial gains for the government from higher immigration fees and the negative effects on the integration and well-being of migrants. The Institute for Public Policy Research has highlighted the immense uncertainty faced by the 1.7 million people awaiting permanent residence. They argue that lengthening the route to settlement could hinder migrant integration and expand the population of people in the UK with insecure immigration status. Concerns have also been raised by charities like Hong Kong Watch, which stated that altering the ILR criteria for BNO holders would be a grave reneging on promises made. Benedict Rogers, the co-founder of the charity, warned that extending the waiting time would pull the rug from under those who have sacrificed a great deal to build new lives in the UK. It would affect their ability to travel with consular protection, access their retirement savings from Hong Kong, and afford higher education for their children in the UK. The government's motivation is seen by some, like the Social Market Foundation, as being partly driven by the financial cost of welfare entitlements that come with ILR. Deputy Prime Minister Angela Rayner has been reported to have observed that migrants who have been in the UK for 5 to 10 years generally gain access to a broad range of welfare benefits. In summary, the UK government is proposing a significant shift in its immigration policy by extending the standard path to settlement from 5 to 10 years. While the stated aim is to reduce net migration and ensure settlement is earned, the plan has created widespread uncertainty and anxiety, particularly for those already in the UK on a visa. The government's response to petitions has been to point towards a future consultation process, which is now eagerly awaited for clarity on critical details like the earned settlement criteria and whether the new rules will apply retrospectively. With a parliamentary debate scheduled and the consultation yet to come, the future of the UK's settlement landscape remains in flux. What are your thoughts on these proposed changes? Share your views in the comments section below. And for the latest updates on this and other important news, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching.